Hello everyone, this is the LEGO Friends Heartlake City Playground, and it is a very special and unique set in that it is directly inspired by a contest-winning design by an 8-year-old LEGO Friends fan who has now been immortalized as a mini doll in this set. That's her on the left there. Her name is Sienna, and in the real world she's from the UK, though the mini doll is actually from Heartlake City, and of course fans are encouraged to make up their own backstories for any figures that they get. On the right is Mia, who is one of the core friends who's been with us since the very beginning. I think that both of these look good and will probably fit into different seasons pretty well. Will definitely fit into different sub-themes of Friends just fine. I think the one on the left is just particularly collectible because I think it's the only one with that name that we're going to get. The original fan-designed version was built on a single 32 by 32 base plate, but this one here is built into 3 kind of sections, so I'm going to get straight to the main big build first. Down at the ground level, there's a carousel that actually spins up. You can put up to 4 figures on there, and they're able to stand perfectly fine. You just attach them with both feet. Here's a teeter-totter or seesaw that can be used by 2 figures and or animals, because there's a jumper that's used at the seat, so you can attach any kind of animal there as well, which is a fun thing. Just a bench behind there, and then this is kind of going backwards, but this large slide is the tallest slide piece that they have, so it's nice to actually have a full-size one and not just a small one. I'm just gonna go ahead and put Sienna up at the top and let her come on down. Now I think this needs a little bit of a landing platform. It has just a 2x4 piece, but it would be nice to have a little bit more buffer down here for safety and comfort. At the top of the slide is a treehouse set up as a clubhouse with some advertisements that have been pinned up to the inside wall on one side. On the other side, it looks like still more advertisements for things that are going on that you can sign up for or that you can join around Heartlake City. There's not really a lot going on with this, but I think it was important to leave this fairly open to let your figures actually get in there to have some space. So it's a little bit of a compromise. It does look a little bit plain from the back though, I think. It has an attic up here. They don't give you any way to get up to the attic, but it is a place where you can store some stuff. Storage space is good, especially if you're using this as a clubhouse. And inside of here are just a couple of walkie-talkies, and these have the person's names on them right now that have been dialed into. Those just use stickers on 1x2 tiles. And then there's kind of a large balcony here with a railing, and they've got an area to play hopscotch. And connecting back down to the ground, they've got a ladder up to some monkey bars, which can be used by the figures, though it's a little bit tough to find the spots where they can attach, just because of how their hands are always oriented the same way. You can't rotate the hands, and it's a little bit tough to get them to attach to the other side, so they're always going to be kind of hanging off to one side a little bit. I really like this rock wall face, which is very much based on the original fan build there. Just, you know, it's set up properly, and again, it can actually be used by the figures because of the way the handholds are attached, and they've got the little cheese wedge pieces in good spots to provide a little bit of simulated support to the little feet around there. And then beneath there is just a spot where you can hide or, you know, just go in and have fun and look at your friends from the other side. They've got the kind of fishbowl style of fake glass opening there. I think that's pretty cool. And you can also open that up if you want to just go through there. It's another way to just find a place where, you know, if a couple kids are chasing each other around or something, they could kind of cheat by going through there. Also, beneath here, it can be used as kind of a secret meeting spot. So there's a table or a bench that's over there, as well as another bench over here beneath the tree part of the treehouse. The second build here is a swing set, and though it may not be super ornate the way it's designed, I think it works perfectly. It's so easy to just clip a figure on to one of the bars with just one hand, and then you can have them, you know, posed in different ways, putting different amounts of energy into the swing, and then it just works. It just swings back and forth so easily, has some momentum that it actually carries, so it continues to swing for a little while after you let go of it. It's just a really, really good design, and this was originally based on exactly what the fan designer did. So good job to her, and good job to Lego for expanding it out to accommodate 2 figures. They also have this fountain element, which can just be placed anywhere, and that is a nice little ornate thing. It also has a coin there that you can throw in to turn it into kind of a wishing well sort of setup. It's basic, but I think it just looks nice. And then last up is a small ice cream stand that is visiting the place, has a menu board to put next to it, and it just holds on to a frozen popsicle and a single cone of ice cream inside. They don't have any alternate flavors, unfortunately, but just has a little umbrella on the top, and there's a clip on the back that's supposed to allow you to actually move it along. But again, with the Friends mini dolls and how their hands are arranged, they can't actually hold on to that, so it's a place where you have to use your imagination a bit if you want to take this to another place. I guess you could do this though, it's just a little awkward. So a pretty nice set. It definitely offers a lot of interactivity with the mini dolls. It's not just something that looks nice and then you kind of put a mini doll off to one side, the other side, and then have to use your imagination for everything. You can really get in there with the figures. It does, in that sense, somewhat highlight some of the limitations of the figures, specifically with the inability to rotate the wrists, but it does consider those limitations and tries to make things work as well as reasonably possible for the most part, for all the things you can do here. So I'm just especially happy with the theme, the active theme, and it's just all about play. Playgrounds are such a happy place for kids. I think that they should definitely do this for the non-Friends line as well, and I look forward to seeing this sell quite a lot. I think that a lot of kids will really enjoy this. I know a lot of kids have asked me to put emphasis on a playground in my own Lego city. I did eventually build one, and a lot of kids appreciate that and want me to do more with it. So I think that Lego producing an actual set that focuses on that should be a pretty good success. I also really appreciate the fact that they built something that's based off of the design of a kid who's a fan. They have Lego Ideas, that whole system for getting fan-designed models created, but that's totally dominated by adults and older teen builders, and really leans towards more mature-oriented themes and designs, and also is all about just getting the maximum number of likes on social media and such. And kids just don't have access to winning in an environment like that. I hope the logistics of the Friends building contest that led to this set worked out well, so that Lego will actually consider doing that a lot more. Adults and teens can be very loud and influential on social media, but Lego is supposed to be mostly about kids first and foremost. It's a toy brand. Alright, well, that's it for my look at this set. Hope that I showed you everything you wanted to see here. Hope that you enjoyed this look at the set. And I'll be talking to you again soon, because I'm going to get to work on my next video.